In a forgotten corner of the world, where the jungle kissed the sky and the winds carried secrets older than time, there stood a dense, mythical forest known as Ghaban. Locals feared it. No paths were marked, and no maps dared trace its heart. Legends told of voices' faint cries for help, whispers in the wind, and laughter that didn't belong. No one who entered the deep forest after dusk ever returned. One cloudy evening, a seasoned traveler named Elias found himself near the edge of this forest. He was not a man easily shaken, well-read, well-traveled, and often amused by tales the world called superstitions. As he set up camp beside an ancient tree just before twilight, a strange sound caught his attention. It wasn't wind, it wasn't an animal. It was a faint cry, soft, weak, like a child, or something pretending to be one. He paused, alert. The cry echoed again, this time clearer. "Help me, please, someone!" Goosebumps raced down his arms. Elias looked around. Nothing but fog and the growing darkness. His logical mind insisted it could be a lost animal, but deep inside, something pulled at his soul. A whisper, an instinct. He grabbed his lantern, lit it, and stepped toward the sound. With each step deeper into the forest, the air grew colder. The trees seemed older than life itself, twisted and towering like silent watchers. Strange vines curled like serpents at his feet, and the mist danced like ghosts across his path. Yet the voice called him on. Then he saw it, a small white goat. Trapped between roots, its leg wounded. Its eyes were wide, full of fear and something else. Intelligence? Pain? A soul crying for help? A black crow sat nearby, unusually still, staring straight at Elias as though guarding the scene. Elias felt a strange emotion rise in him, compassion mixed with confusion. "How did you get here?" he whispered. The goat limped toward him slowly, then collapsed at his feet. Elias reached out, touched its soft fur. It trembled. Behind him, the crow cawed sharp, almost like a warning. Suddenly, everything changed. The forest grew unnaturally still. The lantern dimmed. A low rumble echoed through the ground. Elias turned around quickly, heart pounding. The trees now looked different closer, darker. Shadows moved unnaturally. And then, from the mist, shapes, human-like, but wrong. Pale eyes, crooked limbs, watching. Elias grabbed the goat and ran. Branches clawed at his face. Roots tried to trap his feet. The forest had awakened. The cry had stirred something ancient. A curse? A forgotten memory? He didn't stop running until he stumbled out of the forest and collapsed under the starlit sky. The next morning, when villagers found him, he was clutching the goat tightly, eyes wide in silent shock. He tried to explain about the voice, the goat, the shapes in the mist, the shifting trees. An old man among them nodded slowly. "You heard it too," he said. "Many years ago, a child went missing in that jungle. His voice still calls, but only the brave or the chosen hear it. Most ignore it. Some never return." Elias looked at the goat, now asleep peacefully. It had saved him. Or maybe it had been the one crying all along. The old man added, "That goat is no ordinary creature. They say when hearts harden, when people stop listening to the cries of the innocent, the forest keeps their voices until someone answers." That night, Elias couldn't sleep. He sat beside the goat, staring into the fire, haunted not by fear but by a realization. How many voices in the world go unanswered? How many cries do we ignore thinking someone else will respond? He made a decision. Elias stayed in that village. He built a shelter for abandoned animals. But more than that, he listened to the children, the elderly, the broken, the forgotten. Because he had learned a truth deeper than the forest. The cry you ignore today might be the one that saves you tomorrow. And deep in the jungle, the mist grew silent for the first time in decades.